In our indoor training series, we've already covered quite a lot of important fundamentals here. We've covered a lot of weapons manipulations, how to work the trigger, as well as getting that gun aligned with our sights or our vision. What I want to do now is take a step back. Well, let's not focus so much on the target, and let's focus on another fundamental, which is our grip. It's important to maintain a consistent grip throughout our shooting process so that when we're going to take multiple shots, we can ensure consistency with our accuracy as well as with our speed. So if you only have access to an indoor range and you're interested in improving your grip, this video is for you. Right now I'm going to explain how we're going to approach this, and then we'll do it live with actual shots. What I want you to focus on as we are shooting the target is your grip. A lot of people will always be interested in what they're hitting, if they're accurate, and yes, that's important. But right now, the importance is here. We want to ensure that we have a consistent grip throughout our shots, whether it is 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots, 5 shots. And for many of you, maybe you really haven't focused on that at indoor range where you're focused so much on the target. So what we're going to do is we're going to load our pistol. I'm dry right now, and we're going to present to a target. You're going to take 1 shot. So what you're going to be looking out for after that 1 shot is if you have to re-grip and if you can feel the gun moving within your hands. We want to have full control of this gun so that the gun moves with our hand in one unit. After we do 1 shot, then we are going to present and take 2 shots as fast as we can. We don't want to take 2 single shots. We want to take 2 shots as quickly as possible. That's going to give us a lot of feedback in terms of how our grip is performing when we shoot rapid fire. So we're not really concerned about the target. Then we are going to move it up to 3 shots, and if you want to, you can go to 4, 5, or 6 shots. Of course, your range might not allow rapid fire, so maybe 2 shots. 2 shots, you probably get away with it, but not 3, 4, 5, or 6. But if your range does allow that, you can check with them, and then if they do, go for it. Go up to about 6 shots. So I'm going to be demonstrating this now using rounds sent from our friends at Ammo Squared, specifically Federated Ordnance, their 9mm Foundation series. So I'm going to load and make ready. And this is not a high-speed drill. We are going to get a good grip, and we're going to prep our trigger and then take 1 shot. After we take 1 shot, notice how I'm going to take my finger off the trigger. I am going to pause, and then I'm going to take a look at my grip. I'm going to take 1 shot, and then I take my finger off the trigger. And what I'm looking for, I'm looking to see if my grip disconnected or if I'm trying to re-grip. And I also want to feel if my grip was really inconsistent or coming apart. If you do feel that, that is a sign you're going to have to experiment with 2 areas of your grip. You might need to consider how hard you're gripping, as well as where are you applying those grip pressures. And as you shoot more and more, you're going to realize that becomes very personal. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to present, I prep my trigger, I'm going to take that 1 shot. From here, finger goes off the trigger, and I'm looking at my grip to see if anything has changed. And I'm also feeling. I'm going to lighten up my support hand grip here to show you exactly what might happen or what you might see and feel. So right now my grip is really light on my support hand, and I'm going to take a shot. And right here, I'm going to put my gun up here. You can see that my grip has come apart here. Okay, the heels of my palms here. So you'll see some of the grip here. You'll see the black of the pistol grip here. What I don't want that to happen. So if I see that now, because I'm analyzing, I have to remind myself on this next rep to improve my grip pressure, keep a consistent grip. So I'm here, and I'm going to present. Finger off the trigger. I feel like it was 1 unit. I'm looking at my grip, and you will see here it is consistent, so everything looks good. This is not a high-speed drill, but it is super important. A good grip is essential to shooting multiple shots fast and accurately. When you're at indoor range, again, a lot of people are just shooting 1 shot, focused on the target. I want this training session to be hyper-focused on what's happening with your grip, not so much the target. So after you've done that a few times, now what you're going to do is graduate to 2 shots. You do not want to do this. I already referenced this. So you're going to get into your stance here. You're going to get your good grip. I'm going to take 2 shots. Notice the speed of these 2 shots here. This is incorrect. I don't want that because that ends up being 2 single shots. I want you to shoot 2 rapid fire shots, even if you're not hitting the target exactly the way you want to, but shooting quickly is going to simulate if you had to shoot as fast as you possibly could. And you want to see if you can control the gun at that speed. So I'm going to present and I'm going to take 2 shots as fast as I can pull the trigger. And then after that, I'm going to take my finger off the trigger and I'm going to run through that checklist again. I'm going to ask myself, did my gun feel like it was moving as one unit with my hands? It did, felt solid. There was a solid connection. And 2, I looked at my grip to see if anything changed. Another thing you can look out for too is whether or not you have to re-grip when you bring the gun in. What do I mean by that? This is something you'll see a lot among beginners. So I'm going to take 2 shots. Okay, so I have a solid grip right now. Notice what I'm going to do when I bring my gun in. I'm going to take 2 shots. That usually means the shooter did not have a very good grip. So the gun was moving in their hands and they had to re-grip to get something that felt good, and they had to re-grip to ensure a solid connection with their gun. You want to ensure that connection throughout the shooting process and after. So I present, I'm gonna take 2 shots. From here, finger off the trigger, everything looks good. I shouldn't have to re-grip. When I'm relaxed, that's possibly when I can let up the pressure here. And I don't really have to have a death grip throughout the entire process, right? So when I'm shooting, I want to have a lot of pressure. But once I'm here, I can begin to let up. So those are 3 things you want to look out for. Once you're comfortable with that, then move up to 3 shots. Understand that if you're not able to control the gun at 1 shot, don't move up to 2. If you can't control that at 2, don't move up to 3. You want to have a very solid connection with this gun. And notice, I can't really tell you exactly what to do with your grip because everyone's going to be a little different. And as I mentioned at the start of this series, this is less of a technique series, more of the drills and exercise that you can do at an indoor range, or honestly at even an outdoor range, where you can improve your fundamentals. So once you are ready to do 3 shots, everything is the same. You're just now going to take 3 shots. And I ran out of ammo there, but the same thing would apply after I take those 3 shots. I'm going to go through the checklist. Did the gun move, or did it feel like it was connected with my hands, moving in 1 unit? 2, did I physically see any changes in my grip? Did my grip come apart? And 3 was, did I have to re-grip when I brought the gun back in? So what I'm going to do now is demonstrate the process one more time and add a few details. So I'm looking down range here. I'm going to start off with 1 shot. And after I take that shot, I go through my checklist. Finger off the trigger, visually inspect. Did the grip come apart? If not, good to go. Check that box off. I'm going to ask myself, did I have a good connection with the gun? Did it feel like 1 unit? If so, check that box off. I'm going to also remind myself, when I brought the gun in, did I have to re-grip? If you didn't have to re-grip, that means you have a good consistent grip. That's a sign of it. If you're able to do that consistently with 1 shot, then move on to 2 shots. Okay, so then you do the same exact process. 2 shots, go over the process, then 3 shots, go over the process. Notice we're not concerned about what you're shooting and the accuracy, because we want to ensure that your focus is on your grip, specifically on your grip. When you can do this up to 3 shots, 4 shots, 5 shots, 6 shots, then let's now pay attention more to the actual target and make sure that every time you take a shot, your sights are aligned, all of that good stuff. You have a proper sight picture. This is going to ensure that every time you're shooting, you have the foundational element, which is a good grip. Notice, this is not high speed. This is not something sexy, but this is what's needed. Don't be that person who goes to the range where you're hyper-focused on the target and it's cool, it's fun, but you're missing. Maybe, let's say you take 3, 4 shots at a time and you're always missing, and it's most likely because you have a bad grip. Yes, there could be other things, but your grip might be so inconsistent that gun is wobbling all over the place. So by having a good grip here, I'm going to take 3 shots. I'm going to have more confidence that my shots are going to be on target. If I don't have a grip, then I might miss shots. I'm going to notice this. I'm going to have a loose grip here. I missed all 3 shots. They did not hit BC Steel about 7, 8 yards away. So if you're newer to shooting or you have grip issues, this is something you can work at an indoor range. You do not need to be doing any high-speed drills or exercises. You want to backtrack a little bit and work on these exercises. That wraps up today's video. As always, if you like the video, make sure to let us know by giving us a thumbs up. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you're not subscribed to Tactile Hyve, make sure to subscribe. See you guys next week.